green engine was shunting coal wagons at the top station when Daisy pulled into the platform. A throng of visitors poured out of her and quickly dispersed to the station building. Feeling better? Daisy scowled. Filthy floors, sticky seats. Do they have no care for an engine? Percy smiled. I'm sure Thomas knows how you feel. He's not the one filled with rubbish. In fact, he was barely filled with anything this morning. Daisy then smiled wickedly. I suppose that's the cost of being so up-to-date. I'm the most reliable one here, and so I must suffer for our passengers. Reliable? Percy scoffed. What makes you so reliable? Simple. My diesel is always in the tank, never delayed and always available. Mavis and I are the backbone of this branch. Far better than you or Thomas, she purred. Percy wheezed angrily. And you claim greater skill? I don't need to make claims. I know how great I am. She laughed and hurried to the carriage shed to be cleaned out. However, when she went to refuel, she found Mavis at the pump looking worried.
It's not working. Something must be jammed.
But what about me? Daisy cried. What am I going to do now?
You've got just enough fuel to make it to the big station.
Daisy's driver said.
We can refuel there.
Daisy gulped. She was already feeling hot and bothered by the sun, but now she was worried. They soon set off towards the big station, but not soon enough for Daisy. I have to make it. What will they say if I run dry? And she zoomed along the line. Thomas met her at a station. He too was feeling hot and bothered. Why aren't you boiling in this heat? He panted. Daisy faltered and tried to hide her discontent. Well, she said smoothly, I use essential oils, my dear. You mean diesel? Of course. I can't overheat or blow a fuse when I've got a raging fire inside me, or when I'm lumbered with rubbish. She lied, before staring at Annie and Clarabelle. The two coaches were beyond words. Thomas wasn't falling for it. Doesn't stop you blowing a fuse when you get a little dirty or when you try showing off. And he laughed, leaving a fuming Daisy behind. Fortunately, she reached the junction and was eager to get to the big station. Unfortunately for her, the station master ordered her to shunt a loose wagon away into the sidings. She was so bad at it and made such a fuss that when she was ready to leave, her fuel gauge was nearly red. Instead of paying attention, she was thinking what she would next say to Thomas and Percy. The mainline signal dropped, and in her eagerness, she mistook it for hers. Off we go! Quickly now! Stop, you blithering diesel! Her driver called, but it was too late. There was a jolt, a crunch, and a thud. Daisy had fallen off trap point just before the main line.
Now look what you've done. The branch line is blocked. The others won't be pleased about this.
They weren't. Percy had told Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle what Daisy had said that morning. He was ready to tell her just what he thought, but when he saw Daisy, his indignation turned to hysterics. Oh, serves you right. Thomas guffawed. No, Thomas, Annie started. It swerves her right, Clarabelle finished. The fat controller came to see her. His message was short and blunt.
We can't get you back until the main line is quieter, so you will wait here until then.
Soon, all the engines came to gawk at the incident. Percy giggled when he saw a real display from only an engine who knows just how good they are. For a long time afterward, Daisy was a lot quieter. She ferried passengers without complaint or any boasting, for she knows she isn't as good as she once thought.